categorically, I will not hand over power. As if the power is still in your hands.
I was about the Baby J show, so Mr. Waka and subscribe, mammy. Nothing to be a share link in a map for. I was him say, it says Speaker of Parliament, one NPP for an NDC for. They are the ones trending in the system. Speaker, any TV3, I guarantee interview be. But before that, no yamon payanta.
Almighty God, we humbly beseech thee to look with favor upon this Parliament of the Republic of Ghana. Grant that it may perform its high duty as in thy sight. Give divine guidance to the President of the Republic.
Okay, so that's the Speaker of Parliament in Empire. No, ha, any idea share as here. Now, Speaker and saying seminar one TV3 for any kind. Speaker, etutuma President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo catch any say. Sabi President Akufo-Addo di politics from because of the background. So there are some comments and also there are some things that he should not engage himself in it.
Experienced political leaders, particularly His Excellency the President, who started politics at a very early age because of his parenthood, and who was an activist in the CPP party, grew up to be the president of Kwame Nkrumah Youth Forum, and after the 1966 election, joined the United Party, Progress Party, now MPP, to come out after all that experience, a legal luminary, to say such a thing, that is inciting people to violence.
Okay.
That even if we lost the election, we will not hand over. We will do all we can to hold on to power. That is unacceptable. I was really shocked to hear that.
One, Speaker, we are Manensi Wanuma. And then Speaker commented on Honorable Brian Acheampong. The comment been on sign, we will not hand over power to the NDC. Now, when this man made this allegation, a serious one, Emma Kronimu ye biti. Speaker Kasafa who said, Sabi Brian Acheampong, also politics. As a name of man and inti womb, young and also so as someone speaker can embra.
Brian Acheampong is scarcely in Parliament. You see, that is another thing that we have to do. You see, political leadership is a different ball game. You just don't trust untried and untested hands straight from birth into leadership position.
How do you
They
mean?
have to be groomed. They have to be tutored. They have to be mentored. They have to grow to it. They must have hands-on experience. And so the system we are running is a system that is damaging the growth of this country.
Brian doesn't have the experience.
Where? In politics? Zero. He just elected as a member of parliament and is made a cabinet minister. He has no knowledge about the public sector, about governance, about politics, and he is now going to lead the whole sector. He has never handled such power before, and therefore they think that they are the alpha and the omega.
Because according to some documents I was reading, anyone who say muneni gani, of course some of the sites who said the state captures now Honorable Sam Kujo Okuja Tablakwa no was it any like story, and then these people are not like omo enya grobi no moody. The things are real. In seven or more can no credit. Sometimes as a do ma a bin and said no credit about or munyin say there are some state captures. Of course mining.
Yes. I think that the people who talked about state capture have tried to produce evidence to support that. And there's strong evidence on the ground that there is really a process to have a complete state capture.
Do you believe those documents?
I have read some, and there's no reason why I don't believe in what I have read. And I have visited some of the areas and have seen there's enough evidence that there's strong state capture. And we really need to take action against some. There are some other areas that I disagree with those who talk about the state capture and some of the examples that they've mentioned.
So from there, Yebusa Speaker said, how have you been able to handle this 8th Parliament? Speaker Chirema, woni NPP, and also woni NDC afa. Because Omona Nkasa nominating no, NDC for no. There are some things that the NDC people will do at one for so. And then if Senka would NDC for Nkwetia, Kawane Woka say, NPP for they cannot work. Why? Because NPP for them Parliament. Also more banon so it is almost fair for more fino, and more back. And some maybe on my election. But with the NDC, there be more Parliament. It's there be more babiano, NDC for the doors. So whenever it comes to say yeah voting, you know, this NDC people there be our money taking lead our decision there. But Speaker Chirema, sometimes we heard the interest of the people and some I had your bayano.
And so most of the time, if the speaker decides to go by just the numbers, on daily basis, you see the National Democratic Congress is always in majority on the floor. On daily basis. And if you have to take decision, then you see our colleagues trying to buy time to be able to call their members to come. If the speaker decides to push ahead and put the question, they will definitely lose. And at the last sitting, not this recall, you saw how they voted out the IDA facility of $250 million. They didn't have the numbers. This recall, there are a number of issues they could not take because they didn't have the numbers. The NDC members were at all times more than them.
So this recall eventually was irrelevant because they couldn't achieve what they wanted?
Well, we had, because of the national interest, to rescind the earlier decision and now approve the IDA facility of $250 million for the country.
Now, Speaker, and Sam announced one man. Yes, I'm say Speaker. The Speaker, they say no. John Dramani Mahama Koka say, or no, Obia Kotwa Barrier, or the own pa chrono. Like ni vote ni there, or more NDC for na or more Juma so more bebo home bank. Now, I'm making sure at the end of the day, NDC burying Assembly Co Supreme Court. Obusan the Speaker, and since some we don't so say, you go tell the Speaker and so kind.
The bit said by the former President John Mahama, who is leading the opposition NDC, when he said, and he said it a number of times as well, that we will make sure that this election is not stolen, and this time we are not going to court. How did you understand this comment?
The first part deals with vigilance and ensuring that the right thing is done. That this time around, what happened in 2020, where brute force was used at some stations to take away the decision of the people, we will not allow that to happen again. Which meant that there's a loss of trust in the process and in the Electoral Commission. And so if the Electoral Commission is not going to take up the mantle together with the other stakeholders, particularly the security agencies.
Now, straight from there, Speaker to Bima Police, which is the Ghana Police Service, and after also Ghana Military Service, or to Bima Newamopa.
The military has no business when we are doing elections to be present until law and order breaks down. The people are not afraid of the military. How many are they in this country? How many are the people? How many bullets do they have? How many would they?
After so I say I had me a BJ show with Boatin Johnson. Mr. Okay, let's subscribe. Nothing. Let's say a map for fraud. Yeah, that was CP.